So, compared to 8 months of waiting list in the US, 4 months just to get an appointment. I remember taking this RV down to a shop for them to give me an estimate, and they took pictures, and I kept calling the guy for an estimate for nearly 4 months. They're too damn busy, they have no time. In addition to the thousands they charge to do this work, you suffer a lot if you don't know what to do. That is why it is good to be an international person. You don't get what you want in one place, you just cross the border to the next. That is the beauty of internationalism. You know, let's cover this nose because it's dusty and I need to play safe. Bienvenido a Mexicali, Mexico. Estoy a Mexicali, Mexico. Y amoso dia, ahora. See, I'm picking it up. By the time I get out of here, I would have begin to pick up this language. If only I try not to mix French with Spanish. The words are so similar, you have to double between French, Spanish, and English. But I must learn this language because when you speak the language really good, life is really sweet. I'll be using translator here, and I realize, my goodness, if I keep using this translator, I will never learn this language. So I've decided to ditch the translator and dabble in and out of it, and I'm going to learn the language by all means. Buenos dias. What does he want? I think they are looking for you. Buenos dias, amigo. Buenos dias. Hey. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, amigo? Oh, my goodness.
¿Del Chris?
¿Es
la del Chris?
No, that's not for Chris. That's for me.
¿Es la tuya?
You know, yeah, man.
¿La compraste?
One more, yeah.
Oh, está bien.
Me.
¿Cuánto le salió?
Oh.
Cash.
Cash? You got cash?
¿Cuánto?
Hey, maybe even 100,000, 120,000. Yeah, I will find out how to.
100, algo así dijo.
$100,000. $100,000. 100,000. 100,000.
$100,000. Wow. Sumar un billetón.
Yeah. 120,000.
120,000.
Yeah.
120,000.
That is, of course, if it is new, but it's not that much anymore. At this stage, maybe about $20,000. Yeah, la casa confortable. Mi casa confortable. Have you already loosened it?
100,000.
Is it loose already? You just take it easy so that that is the place I'm going to mount a brand new wind turbine. Right there. Once you take it out, we're going to cut it and put, you know, a connection in the middle of this this hitch. The trailer hitch is broken, so they're gonna cut it in the middle put a connection on it, and I will mount a wind turbine at the back here where I can generate electricity every night. In addition to the solar panel that I have up there, the wind turbine will now stand at the back. The solar panel will work by daytime, generating electricity by daytime, and at night the wind turbine will take over, continue to generate about 1,000 watts of electricity every night. So my batteries are going to remain fully charged, and I got to live my life comfortably without any electrical interruption. Right now, I get 24-hour electric supply from the solar, but at night, once the sun drops, the battery charges drop down, and by the time I wake up in the morning, it's probably dropped down to about 11.9 volts. I want it to remain at 13 volts 24/7. So I've invested on a wind turbine. Let me show what the wind turbine look like. I've installed the wind, actually assembled the wind turbine. They are going to help prepare a place at the back where I will install the wind turbine. I bought all the things I need to install it. Just like solar control panel, like a solar charge controller, wind turbines also have their own charge controller. This is the wind turbine. I assembled it a few days ago, got it in pieces, brand new. The wires I have done, I've installed the wires already. So these wires are about 30 feet long. It's probably not going to be enough because this unit is 36 feet long. So considering that when I mount it at the back, I'm going to run the wire through the pipe down below all the way to the front where I'm going to mount the turbine controller. The wind turbine charge controller will be installed on the nose of the unit. So that I'll probably have to add more cables, more wire to it, but it's been assembled and ready to go. This will provide me 1,000 watts of electricity supply every day. So once my solar charge my batteries all day long and the sun goes down, rather than the battery dropping below, right now, let's see, because the sun is up, the battery is, it's already fully charged. As soon as the sun is up, it's fully charged. But at night, it dropped down to 3/4 or half. And if I have people here, if I use light, one of my TV here uses a lot of electricity. The other uses less, depending on where I am, whether I'm in the bedroom or in the living room. So by the time I wake up in the morning, the voltage of the battery has dropped down to about 11.5 volts, which is about less than half of the charge volume. Particularly if I use my microwave during the night. That microwave is 1,700 watts. That's a huge microwave. It's not a small one. It's a convection microwave, so it uses a lot of power. 1,750 watts. So if I use it several times, warming up meat or warming up food in the middle of the night, because I do wake up at night and eat, sometime 12 midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, so I use my microwave. So that is where the wind turbine is going to come handy, because in the middle of the night, there is no sun. Rather than the battery draining as I use it, the wind turbine will kick in and keep running around the clock. And that battery remains charged full. All these I have had to learn since I started, this kind of a lifestyle. I never knew nothing. I knew zilch about solar panel. I hear about it. I never really pay much attention to it. Then I start running into people that, have the same lifestyle and begin to learn from them, begin to see. Some of these guys still haven't got solar, but I've got it. YouTube have all this information. You got in there, you realize you don't need to call anybody to install anything. After I install the solar panel, install the solar charge controller, put everything together, and I like the way it works. But I keep constantly noticing that there are days when the weather is so dull, like in San Diego, there is no sun. The solar panel is still good enough to be able to charge the battery to some extent. The solar charge controller is a powerful machine that actually stores enough energy to keep the battery charged to some extent, even when the sun is not shining. But the thing is, when the sun is not shining, the wind must blow. When the sun goes down, that means the weather is dull. What follows? The wind. And that wind, I want to harness it and generate more electricity. So on both sides, I will always have 100% electricity, uninterrupted. Sound like a genius, but this is something that has been going on for hundreds of years. I am new into it. I'm excited about it. And so many things have been put into this unit. I mean, it's interesting. One of my favorite highlight here is this thing here. When I'm going into my toilet, watch, see the light? That is a new new installation. It start coming on, but when you open the light, see, it goes off because there's light coming from outside. So this enables me to come in here at night without using the external light here. I have a bright light here, but I don't use it. This is what I use. When I open the door, see, it goes off. It's motion sensor. That is a new addition. I kind of like it. I'm just like a kid with these things. Every little thing I put in here, I feel good. Really good. So right now the sun is up. It's about 9:30 in the morning, but the battery is already fully charged for the day. As you get into 6:30, 7, 8, the battery begins to dim because the sun has gone down and I'm using it. There's no charging going on. Well, it still goes on the whole night. I can pretty much use electricity the whole night, but I want that battery to remain fully charged. Let's say I have a big party here and there's a lot of people here. Electricity is being used. The wind turbine will then do this job. This thing here, I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. The charge controller that I bought is for 1,000 watts per night. So the keys, I've tried to make sure I put a switch. I bought a switch. I'm going to install a switch so I can switch it on at night. And because of the size, I ordered something that was literally bigger than what I'm supposed to order. That is why I'm going to mount it at the back so that it will not be higher at the top. If it's higher, I cannot go under the bridge. The bridge is going to knock it off. So I've come up a way to have it mounted at the back in a post that is attached to the trailer hitch. It will stay there. Anytime I want to use it, I will lift it up, plug it in a hole on it to stand it, and it will be rotating up. When I'm ready to move, pull out the plug and it will drop down below. It stay right at the back. Genius plan. You come up with all these things when you have this kind of lifestyle. So I'm looking forward to see how it works. I've already told them how I want it to be done. That is why they are now taking down the trailer hitch. So we're going to cut the trailer hitch. Even though that trailer hitch is broken, we're going to cut it in the middle. I think he has successfully taken out. Yeah, he took it out already. Good. So he took out the trailer. You guys are going to cut the middle and attach something to it in the middle, right? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Just the way you want it, boss.
Just thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I was thinking? You see this idea here? Look at this. You see that thing with a hole? You see how the hole is there? Like that? We can have a huge pipe that is attached to the hitch with a hole on it and another pipe that goes into the hole. So I will lift it up and put a plug. if I want to use it. That way it stay below and doesn't drag when I'm driving. Although this thing is less than 40 pounds, but it could produce drag when it's going through wind. So each of them will have a hole on it.
It could be lower.
That's right. It stay lower. When I want to use it, I'll lift it up.
And have a lower point of gravity.
Yeah, you see, that is what I'm considering. Gravity. You gotta be familiar with science. Gravity is the name of the word. You tell them what you want, they build it. So you had the hitch taken out. Where's the hitch?
The hitch?
The hitch you took out.
Oh.
Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah. So this is the trailer hitch. This is supposed to be something you hook up your luggage. But while I was at Fiesta, somebody broke this hitch here because he had a luggage rack and my generator is connected to the luggage rack. They wanted to steal the generator. But because I had the generator bolted with chain locks, they couldn't cut the chain, so they break it from there. Took the luggage rack and the generator and flee. So right now, I don't need to put a generator there. We're gonna have a cut here and here, and then attach, put another attachment there that will enable me to connect a big piece of a steel rod that is going to hold the weight of my wind turbine up to about 4 or 5 feet. And then inside that one, we'll put another post that will lift the wind turbine above the roof when I need it. And so we only just have to have pegs like this. I installed this just about several weeks ago. Anytime you want to lift up, once you lift this thing off the ground, you pull this and then you bring all this up. It's the same idea. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're working on it. Gradually, when you're on the road, you have everything you need. Tiny little damages here and there from the first experience of learning how to drive this thing around. And now, driving around have become perfected, and accident is going to be way less than it used to be. Thank God for my insurance. We've been able to learn a lot about how these things work. I now drive it very well than I used to be before. So I'm very confident now I could drive even through a tiny little road and there will be no accident. It all has to do with the turning left and right and backing up, especially backing up at night. When you drive something this long, you never want to back out or back up at night because you can't see it. This is 36 feet long plus the truck at 17 feet long, a total of 50 something. 53 feet. That is long. I mean, drivers go to school to get a special training on how to drive a trailer, or a double or a triple. I never had any of those training. I just jumped into it one day and started doing it. And it took a lot of learning, a lot of trial. But it's going to be okay.